Okay, the next technique what we have in agglomerate clustering is a complete linkage. So I told you in single linkage what we are doing, we are checking the minimum distance between the 2 points. Whereas in complete linkage, we are going to check the maximum distance between the 2 points. The technique is exactly the same and I have considered the same problem for your reference. Okay, only thing like in the earlier thing, we have first looking at the minimum value. Minimum distance, this is the distance matrix which is given. We are looking at the minimum distance which is 2. Now 2 is formed from two values, that is P3 and P5. So in the next cluster what I will do, I will be merging P3 and P5, okay, and I am going to compute the values. Now in this computation, the only difference when we consider complete linkage is instead of taking minimum, we will take the maximum distance between the points. So P3 and P5 is the first cluster. I want to know the distance between P3 and P5 and P2. Okay. So for that what will I do? I am taking P2 comma P3 P5. So it is distance of P2 P3 1, P2 P5 the other one. But I am considering the maximum distance. Please note this one point. Okay. We are considering the maximum distance, whereas in single linkage we considered the minimum distance. So the maximum distance is between 7 and 10 is 10. That is how I got the value of 10 over here. Okay. The same process you are going to repeat, the same procedure as we did for single linkage. And we get this table. Now from this table, again I find that 5 is the least value. Now 5 corresponds to P2 and P4. So if I have to draw my tree structure, okay, if I have P1, P2, okay, P4, P2, P3, P5 and P1. These are my 5 points. So initially what did I merge? I have merged or clustered P3 and P5. So P3 and P5 are clustered at a distance of, if this was my matrix, at a distance of 2 I have merged P3 and P5. Now in the next iteration what I find, 5 is the least value. 5 corresponds to which 2 points? P2 and P4. So in the next iteration I am going to merge P2 and P4 at a distance of 5. So 3, 4, 5. At a distance of 5 I will merge P2 and P4. Okay. Compared to your earlier single linkage. So I will form, the next one will be, I will get P1 separately. You can see here. P1 is individual. You have P2, P4 is one cluster. P3, P5 is one cluster. P1 is separate. P2, P4 one cluster. P3, P5 next cluster. Again you compute the points. The least value is 9. 9 corresponds to which one? It corresponds to P1 and P2, P4. So in the next iteration I am going to merge P1 and P2, P4. So P1 and P2, P4, these two will be merged. Okay, I'll do one thing. I will cut this from here and I'll put P1 over here. Okay, at what distance? At a distance of 9. I'm going to merge these two. Okay, P1 and P2, P4, because that is the least value. So the next I will have only two clusters now. So you have P1, P2, P4 is one cluster. P3, P5 is the next cluster. So P1, P2, P4 is one cluster. P3, P5 is the next cluster. Now at a distance of 11, I am going to merge the whole thing. So somewhere over here, if I have 11, I will be merging this with this. This becomes your final dendrogram. Okay. And this is your cluster. The cluster calculations, the distance calculations are exactly the same as the previous. Only thing to remember is you are supposed to take the maximum value instead of the minimum value in case of complete linkage in agglomerative clustering. Okay. I hope this concept is clear to all the students. Yeah. Thank you.